You have indeed fulfilled all but one of the prophecies. You might yet be the Water Stiller. We would not have thought she would come in our lifetime.
Good. Then you'll take me to your sleeping god.
There is but one more prophecy you must fulfill.
Reuniting the Elation
more?
and the Merim.
Sure, there's always more. That's the fun part about prophecies.
You must unite our people once again.
But you said you were united, that there's no strife between Merim.
And Merim and
The
Elation.
Water Stiller will come to bring our people together again, to unite us and save us. This has still not come to pass. Until you do so, the prophecies of the Water Stiller have not fully come to pass.
So how do I get up to the surface?
It's the precious substance called Tanya. I think I know now what the prophecies mean when they say your people will be reunited.
Oh, thank God.
The Merim are at peace with each other, yes? But you're not at peace with the Elation, the Wind Demons.
They are our enemies.
Right now they might be, but it wasn't always like that. Not according to the carvings in the temple cave.
What do you mean?
Once upon a time, long ago, the Merim and the Elation were one people.
Mm-hmm.
What? This is heresy.
I'm just telling you what I saw in your temple. This was a very long time ago, and the one species soon divided in two. One sought refuge in the sea, the other on the winds. But both the Merim and the Elation were dependent on the other for various reasons, amongst them Tenyen, which was abundant where the two people lived in close proximity to each other. Apparently, there was peace between your two people for a very long time. But then something happened, something that caused a war to break out. Both the Elation and the Merim moved far away from each other, and ever since then, your people have had a tough time finding Tenyen. I think the only way to save the Merim from a slow death, and the Elation as well probably, is to reconcile you with your, common ancestry.
How can we believe you, Water Stiller? Your words are too outrageous, and the consequences, were you to be speaking the truth, are grave.
If you don't believe me, check out the temple walls. The whole story has been recorded there, probably when you first came to this place.
But what will our people say? What will they think when we tell them they are brothers and sisters to the winged demons?
You're their queen, and so you'll have to make them understand and accept their heritage. As must the Elation, I expect, and I don't think it will be any easier for them to come to terms with their history.
You must go to them, then, to find if our temple speaks the truth, and if they are willing to speak with us like civilized people.
I guess I must. Water Stiller or not. If you don't reunite with them, you will die. Eventually.
We will bring you to the shores of their closest island, and we will await word from you on their answer.
Oh, thank God.
Does this mean you believe me?
So now I can
You
update
are
crew on
Water
everything.
Stiller. You are prophecy. We will follow your directions and fulfill our destiny. One of our people will bring you to Alais, a night's journey from here. Once there, you will find the Elation and speak with their leaders. If they agree to meet, then we will do so in a place of your choosing.
Awesome.
I promise I'll do my best. Goodbye.
Safe journey, Water Stiller. We will hold on to the piece of the disc you found in the temple. If the winged demons, the Elation, agree to meet us, we will bring the stone.
Cool. Now I get to see what the Elations look like. Chapter 8. Unification. I'm guessing that the Elation, the winged demons, either they look like that fellow that was a stone gargoyle in the mad scientist's laboratory, or they look like people with wings, or like kind of like the Merim.
I could get lost if I just wander
But,
off into the jungle with no idea what the island looks like or where I'm heading. Emerald green and clear as the morning sky. That's perfect holiday water.
Okay, save game. Yes. Phil's diary. I am the water stiller. How strange it is to be so insignificant, yet so important. There are so many who have been waiting for me, or somebody like me, to come and bring hope into their lives. It's truly amazing. And even more amazing, I'm able to cope with it. I'm still in denial, no question about that, but I'm warming up to the idea that I'm actually not just some tiny speck of dust in a cosmic infinity, but a person with a mission, with a place, with a purpose. Right now, my purpose is to find the Elation and to reunite them with the Merum so that both species can thrive once more. That done, I can find out what the Elation know and then pay a visit to the sleeping god of the Merum. I'm counting on this guy being one of the kin. If not, I have no idea what to do next. Early Saturday morning, back home, at this time, I'd be safely snuggled up in bed, safe in the knowledge that it's Saturday. I've got nowhere I have to be, I can just relax all day long, maybe go to the cafe, hang out for a while, maybe go to the park, whatever. This all started a week ago yesterday, 1 week of mysteries and danger and strange revelations about the very nature of the cosmos. I'm still reasonably sane, at least that accounts for something. Now, I know there's an Elation village somewhere on Alay, but the question is where, and how do I get there? If the Merum and Elation used to live close to each other, the village should be somewhere down by the sea, maybe right around the corner. Okay, through arch. Since I have rope. The hell? That's a crab? Is there a person on the other side of the crab?
Some kind of giant crab.
I'm fairly certain it's not.
Sounds like the poor thing's in a lot of pain. Yeah, the shell does look way too tight. Maybe he's outgrown it, but can't shed it. Or whatever it's called. I'll just take a shot here and ask you. Is there any chance you speak, like, a real language? Like, Arcadian or English? Okay. Now, is there some kind of magic I have to learn, or potion I have to drink, or eat, or ingest in some way to learn your language? Because that's usually how it goes. No? Too bad, although I'm glad I don't have to draw blood or swallow a stone or something. Can't help but feel that you're asking me for help, though. It's the strangest thing. After all, you're just clicking your claws, aren't you? It's not as if you're really talking, is it?
It is. Or he is. She is. And did it update her diary? Yes. I found this crab-like creature on the beach, and it looked like it was in pain, like it was getting slowly strangled or something. It was really sad, but I couldn't do anything. The thing is just too big and solid for me. I need somebody to help me, somebody big and strong. Where do I find a person like that on an island like this? I did not mean to do that. Okay. So, this big and strong person...
It's the Village of the Giant Crabs. Hey, that sounds like a great name for a B-movie. Village of the Giant Crabs.
I'm coming to a theater near you. I'll probably find someone over there who can help me. Get it off of this person.
It's an old fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
I can see clear to the bottom. This really is an excellent spot for fishing. The top half of the statue depicts a creature with a big mouth calling out. The bottom part of the statue depicts a creature with large ears listening to something.
Triangular hole, ears, mouth.
It's a triangular hole, like a keyhole.
Mm-hmm. So I need the eyes, I'm guessing. And I don't have, oops, anything that would work. So I can't do that yet, as far as I can tell. If I'm correct about needing a mouth. I mean eyes, not a mouth. Oh boy. Exit. Okay. But that's the only thing I can think of considering the rest of the statue. Why can't I run into the village? Why can't I only go up to the cliff? Let's go to the beach and see if there's anything there. Oh, didn't allow me to use the hand before.
I can't break the shell. It's too thick and solid.
Oh, that is a depressing fucking sound. Hmm.
I'll save it for when I really need it.
It was a lot. Is there something on the beach in
Debris
this?
for another capsized ship. These must be dangerous waters.
What am I missing? Oh. Well, that's what I'm missing.
The top half of the statue depicts a big-mouthed creature calling out. The bottom half of the statue depicts a large-eared creature listening intently.
So can I take the symbol for... or not?
It's a creature with large ears. It's a creature with a big mouth. It's a triangular hole, like a keyhole.
So this one has the exact same puzzle in it?
It's the
It seems a
ruins
bit
of an old
strange.
city. It's a deep hole, more like a crevice actually, caused by some kind of seismic activity. God, it must be at least 50 meters down. The crevice widens out into a huge cave just below, and there's water at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Use a rope to get down. Or not. Can you tie the rope to something sturdy so then you can get down? Ah. Hope that's strong enough. Then again, according to the wizard, you only weigh 115 pounds, so that should definitely be enough. I'm fairly certain saplings can hold a lot more than that. Did I just pick the rope back up? God damn it, game. No, actually climb down.
The rope should be able to hold my body weight.
Yes, I know.
The rope I look like a real sailor. Arr, matey.
I did not mean to click on you. There we go. Jeez, what is that? Wow. Rope burn? Ow. There we go. I find it oddly amusing how she looks just like a shadow.
Yes, once housing mutilation, but now empty and in disrepair.
Huh. How do you know it was once housing the elation? I mean, I figure it's because, you know, that's the only thing that would be able to reach up there. But, you know. Excuse me, my neck. Oh. Rubble.
It's the remains of a stone structure that probably fell down here through the crevice. There's a piece amongst the rubble that looks like a bolt or a key. It's intact.
So that's what we need for the, pillar things.
That's a Merum city.
So this is where the Elation and the Merum used to live together. In harmony. Now I want everyone to sing the Robot Unicorn song. I know that's not the actual name of the song, but, you know, that's how most people recognize it because the vast majority of people don't know what the real song is, let alone who it's actually by. But regardless. Everybody sing it. Yeah. There's a stone key, which I use on the statue. Doop, boop, doop, boop, boop. Bah. Huh. So now I have to get the symbols to line up. Okay. Symbols line up properly, but I don't know what the symbols mean. So this is gonna be fun. Oh boy. Okay, so they are not supposed to match up. Supposedly. I'm gonna take this out real quick. Am I supposed to line these up?
The top half of the statue depicts a big-mouthed creature calling out. The bottom half of the statue depicts a large-eared creature listening intently.
Oops, god damn it. Okay, so I think I have the top statue right, I just need to get the bottom right. Question is, which direction I'm supposed to be facing?
The top half of the statue depicts a big-mouthed creature calling out.
Maybe the mouth calling. Where's the direction of the other statue? I need to blow my nose, so I'm gonna stop the recording real quick. Alrighty. I'm gonna summon Crow, since I just remembered we left him behind on the boat ruins. And he's probably wondering where I am. Well, not probably about it, but hey, you know, ow. Glasses keep ripping my hair out.
April! You're alive! You're here! You're soaking wet! Where did you go? I thought you drowned. I was completely miserable.
Oh.
And the chicks on this island are so prissy. They don't even care for a kiss unless you're all settled down with a nest in your own territory.
Wow.
I had a little adventure under the sea.
Oh? I didn't know humans had gills.
We don't. Well, I do. I think. At least I can breathe underwater now.
Cool. Not as cool as being able to fly, of course, but still. Hey, does that mean you're a mermaid?
Hardly. I don't have a tail. Glad to see you haven't lost the gift of the gab, Crow.
Lady, you have no idea how limited bird Twitter can be. It's all, hi this and here I am that, all damn day long. I haven't had a decent conversation in days.
Wow.
Well, making up for it now.
I never know when you're gonna go AWOL on me again.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Crow.
What did you do after I saw you last?
Well, it took a while, but I found land. Not this island, just a rock with a couple of trees, basically. But when I went back to tell you, you disappeared. I thought you'd gone bonkers from thirst and hunger and drowned yourself or something, so I decided I'd better find solid ground myself or I'd suffer the same fate. And then I found this place. Nice, isn't it? And the best part is, there are no hunters. Only a bunch of big crabs on the east side of the island and a volcano.
And a volcano.
I'm gonna walk around for a bit, Crow.
I'll just stay here and preen myself, thank you very much.
Have fun with that. I wonder.
What can you tell me about the island, Crow?
Only what I've been able to see from above. There's a volcano, dead I think, and lots of jungle, and some nice beaches.
You think the volcano's
I'd like to
dead?
explore the jungle, but I'm afraid I'm gonna get lost. Any ideas?
Well, I could stay airborne and keep track of where you are. That way I could direct you if... Sorry, when you get lost.
Sounds like a super plan, Crow.
Let's go.
before actually going into there, I want to go back to the beach and I want to mess around with that statue again. See if I can do anything with it. Where's my key? There it is. Oops, forgot. Okay. Let's see if I can do anything about this. I wonder why that part's ripped off. I'm sure I'll get an explanation of what this is when I get to inside the forest and everything, and it'll tell me how to solve the puzzle, but I'm just curious if I can do anything with this. Anyway, let's go back. Okay, to the forest jungle thing. Amazon rainforest. Okay. Well, that's different. Must be the various... Okay.
The rumbling is much fiercer here, and the ground is really shaking. It's definitely seismic. It has got to be emanating from this volcanic mountain. I mean, it looks dead, but it must be about to wake up or erupt or something. Great. After surviving a shipwreck, being kidnapped by fishes, and learning to breathe in water,
breathing
I'm
as
about to
opposed
die
to
in
a
a volcanic
volcano.
eruption? Isn't that ironic?
Really doesn't sound like a volcano. To be honest, it reminds me of Legend of Zelda with the sleeping Goron. What's it?
What a strange symbol. It's a small, eye-sized aperture with a crystal in it, like a lens. Maybe some kind of telescope? It's a keyhole. I don't see anything interesting.
Oops, goddammit. Why do I keep doing that?
It's a statue standing in the ruins of a city.
Okay, so for the city
What a strange
statue,
symbol.
I need the arrow pointing, well, an arrow,
I can see a statue on a cliff overlooking the sea.
arrow, circle with lines,
I don't see anything interesting.
and whatever that
What a
is.
strange symbol.
So arrow and circle with lines.
That's one mother of a tree. It's got to be at least 100 meters tall. And what's that in the tree crown? Looks like a man-made construction. That's a huge tree. There's a large object in the tree crown.
Did I take the rope back or did I leave it? I'm fairly certain I left it. Oh well. What the? Stick? That does not look like a stick. I wonder. It's kind of annoying that parts of it are broken away, so you can't tell what was there. Anyway.
Dried twigs and sticks.
It does not look like a stick. I'm fairly certain it has legs.
Dried twigs and sticks.
Ow!
Who's there?
Shut up.
I know there's somebody there. I heard you.
Is she gone?
Nope. She's still around.
It's the VA, the detective.
If you won't come out, I'll just sit down here and wait. Sooner or later, you'll have to show yourself.
Solar eclipse!
Oh my god!
He tried to sit on him.
I hate this place. I so hate it, I can't even sit down without crushing the natives.
Big person alert!
What are you?
What does it look like?
A talking twig?
We're stickmen. And you're an accident waiting to happen with your large, ungainly body and wobbly legs.
What's a stickman?
Oh, we are.
Lucky bugger doomed to a miserable life of stiff backs and monotonous drudgery in the shadow of a mother tree.
Happy little fella, ain't ya?
You have no idea.
So, you guys are stickmen?
That's right. I'm Wick. This is Willow. And that dumb-looking one over there is Woody. And this is our mother tree.
Wick, Willow, and Woody.
What's a mother tree?
What do you mean, what's a mother tree? It's a mother tree. How difficult can it be? It's our mother, and it's a tree. It's a mother tree.
What do stickmen do?
What do we do? What do we do? What do you mean, what do we do?
Well, the people in this world always do something. Like the Banda dug tunnels in the earth. The Merum killed Snapjaw and covered their houses with 10 yen. You gotta do something.
Hey, it ain't easy being a stick, let me tell you. You got your stiff back and limbs, your fear of fire and water, your 300 years of miserable boredom, and then you have to get planted and raise a family. It ain't easy.
So, you're not doing anything worthwhile then?
Lady, I'm miserable. I'm grumpy, and I got a headache. What do you want from me?
Where do the Elation live?
The Elation? The guys with wings? Up in the volcano. There's an old city in there. I think they're squatting.
How do I get into the volcano?
You don't? The road collapsed a few centuries ago, and when traders come, the Elation fly down to meet them. Nobody goes up there anymore.
What's that constant rumbling noise?
Lady, you have no idea what we have to endure. All day, all night, that noise is just murder. It all started when Quaman, the quiet giant, would you believe that's what we used to call him, was banished by the Orowal from his perfect fishing place to some remote place in the forest.
Whoa, information overload. Let's step back for a minute to fill in the details. Who's Quaman, the quiet giant?
He's the scariest human we've ever seen. He stands tall as a mountain and uses whole trees for toothpicks. But he was the quiet type and reasonably gentle for a human. He'd spend his days out by the Orowal village, catching fish and frying fish and eating fish, and looking out across the ocean, dreaming about loose women or whatnot.
Loose women?
What happened to get the quiet giant banished from that place?
The Orowal got scared when he accidentally stepped on one of their young ones. He didn't do any real harm, but they banished him from their village nonetheless, and told him to go far into the forest.
Didn't do any real
Who are
harm.
the Orlowal?
They're the crab-like creatures who live down by the sea. They're nice people, if a little crabby. And it's hard to understand what they're saying half the time.
Where's Quaman now?
Somewhere in the forest east of here, we don't know where exactly. He went there to get as far away from the Orowal as possible.
So what does all this have to do with the rumbling noise?
That's him snoring, isn't it?
I was getting to that. If you just let me get a word in edgewise.
just had some questions is all.
Anyway, Quaman is the brooding type. And he takes everything so to heart, he got instantly depressed and went to sleep.
And what is he doing now?
Sleeping.
Still sleeping. That's the problem.
But how long ago was it that the Orlewall banished him?
The last full moon, nearly 30 sunsets passed.
Good God.
He's been sleeping for a month?
He was depressed. What do you want, lady? Once I got so miserable I slept for 8 years. And let me tell you, those 8 years were the happiest of my life.
How can you sleep for 8 years?
With these morons around? I'm not even going to answer that question.
No, really. 8 years?
Us stickmen grow to be hundreds of years old. 8 years is nothing.
But still, 8 years is almost half my life.
You're a baby. When you grow up, you'll understand.
I still don't understand what this has to do with the rumbling noise.
See that statue over there?
Sure. What's up with that?
Back when the Dalmari lived on this island ages ago, they put these statues up all around the island so that they could speak with each other.
You're kidding. So they're, like, telephones?
Oh God.
Tell her what? I don't know what that is. The thing is, these statues are all connected through magic. And when you speak into one, your voice flies through the air and comes out of another statue.
But I still don't understand.
You saw the big head up by the mountain?
Yes?
That's the one they use to talk to everyone on the island, to warn people of storms or to hold evening prayer. It's connected to the statues as well. And Quaman is sleeping right next to a statue's ear.
I get it. Resonance. He's snoring and the deep bass reverberating through the loudspeaker, the big head, causes a resonance that vibrates the entire island. But can't you just wake him up?
We don't know where he is. We're not much for exploring this forest. There's water and fire and monkeys. Monkeys like to play with sticks. We don't like monkeys.
But can't you just, well, send your voice to his statue to wake him up?
There are 4 problems with that. Number 1, all the statues have an assigned symbol, an identifying mark, but we don't know which his is. Second, most of the statues are broken in some way or another.
Yeah, I noticed that.
What do you mean?
Some statues can only talk to certain other statues. Some can't be spoken to, and some can't hear, which makes it very difficult to get a connection through to where you want to send your voice. Number
This is
3,
going to be awful.
in order to use the statues, you need a key. We don't have it. We don't know where it is.
And number 4?
We're stickmen, lady. What do you think? We don't know much about magic or magical devices. And
what?
we're not too smart, okay? There, I said it. We're not too smart. And when you look at Woody over there, who's pretty stupid by stickman standards, that's a pretty scary thought.
Sorry I asked.
Oh boy. This is going to be wonderful. Get to play a game of telephone. Saturday, around noon. Found out why the island keeps rumbling. It's not an imminent volcanic eruption as I'd feared, but rather the snoring of a very, very large man, transmitted through a kind of telephone to a large speaker in the middle of the island. With all this snoring going on, nobody's getting any work done, and that's a bad thing. So I need to wake this guy, Quaman, up. Somehow. And the key to this? What, puzzle? The key to this puzzle is, I think, these telephones that are scattered around the island. Oh, God. Okay, let's go back to the face. The volcano. Okay, climbing the big mouth. Take an eternity to do so. And I have no pencil and paper around me, so I'm going to have to memorize all the symbols. Okay.
I don't see anything interesting.
I'm going to assume this one's to the volcano. Okay.
I don't see anything interesting.
Really?
I don't see anything interesting.
You're so fucking helpful.
It's a statue just below a really tall tree.
Okay. So the statue below the really tall tree needs an S. Tree S.
I don't see anything interesting.
Tree S.
Somebody's looking back at me. Oh, wait. It's just my eye. The lens is turned into a mirror.
So tree S volcano. Volcano?
I don't see anything interesting. It's a statue standing in the ruins of a city.
Tree S. Ruins. Arrow.
I can see a statue on a cliff overlooking the sea.
Cliff. Whatever the fuck that is. Okay, let's try this real quick. So, tree. Tree is S. Okay. So the bottom is... I'm going to guess that's ocean. Okay, so I have the tree set. I need to do the one on the cliff. Tree S. Cliff.
It's a triangular hole, like a keyhole.
Ears. So that has it listening to one of the areas. And this one's going to have it speaking to the volcano. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be annoying.
It's the Orlewall village.